First, though, in Scottish, it's all in a game of two halves.
Hits! Aye!
Good evening, my name is Jim White and this is a game of two halves. It's a gentle, homespun parlour game of wit, wisdom and verbal abuse. Let me introduce the captains to you. He's back, and this time it's personal. Looking for revenge after being on the receiving end of a severe gubbing last week, it's Tony Roper. And looking to do the double, still unable to wipe that smug smile off his face after dishing out last week's severe gubbing, Fred Macaulay. All right, and joining our team captains for this week's heavyweight clash, arguably one of the all-time greats. Mind you, he's very big, and so it's a very big, arguably, Secretary of the SPFA, Tony Higgins. Tony, what about George Best, your former teammate? He's 50 this week. Any message for him?
Yeah, George says to me the greatest moment in his career was all-day opening. So I'm very, very pleased that he brings it well.
I like it. George Best, what a waste. Imagine doing what he did, signing for Hibs. Well, turning to Fred's team, and we've got a right pain in the verse here. Not so much a Hugh McDermott, more a Hugh McDemented. He just completed his latest epic poem, A Drunk Man Looks at Livingston Thistle. Jim Leishman. Jim, I mean, what about it? Promotion, Bell's Manager of the Year in your division. How does it feel to be at the top of the bottom half of Scottish football?
I don't know, Jim. I've never been that high in my life.
OK, moving on. Round one, it's a video round. The two Tonys, have a look at this.
Oh, this is the Dumbarton-Juventus game, isn't it?
A spectacular OG.
Great goal. Yeah. No, it's Newcastle-Juventus. No, Newcastle...
Mr. Beardsley, no.
Nearly happened to head that.
I mean, that was bad enough, but what about this? Now, if the goalkeeper's watching tonight, enjoy this again, mate.
That's no fair. That's no fair.
It was your fault. It was your fault he shouted at the back. That's your fault as well as a linesman. It's everybody's fault but mine.
Good crowd, though.
Was that Gilles Richie in trial with somebody? No.
Right, well, you've just seen Dumbarton helping Dunfermline win promotion into the relegation zone of the Premier League. Dunfermline, of course, is one of Scotland's oldest clubs. Now, the question is this, who is our most capped player? Big Leash will get this, so you better get it.
Dunfermline's most capped player.
Most capped player. Is it Scottish caps or Dutch caps?
It is a bit of a trick question.
Yeah.
Who could it be?
Well, seeing as how the manager of Dunfermline is sitting over there, I think it's another one of your fixes, Jim.
The former manager.
Jimmy, can you remind Tony I got the sec?
Oh, so you did? Do you remember that? You get the bullet?
The most capped player is Istvan Kozma, Hungary.
You're right, 29 caps for Hungary, 13 while with Dunfermline. Well done, Fred and Jim. And for you two, for your eyes only, what do you two make of this?
It's a penalty. I think the keeper's convinced, though, is he?
Sponsored walk.
Good save. Good save. Actually,
that was Gilles Richie's double act.
I don't think you meant to save it there. He didn't mean to save it there, because I think he wanted a goal, because look at him here. Yes! Yes!
One of the best goals of the season. That was Tony Lucky Parks and Jamie Even Luckier McGowan showing Aberdeen how it's done. Now, the question is this, Fred and Jim. Other than chairman of Falkirk, what other office does George Foulston hold?
Is it the chairman or the president of the League Management Committee?
He's on it. That'll do us. You're off to a flyer. Fred and Jim, well done. Obviously, Falkirk and Partick Thistle both relegated this season and both have come up with a new competition for the fans. Instead of trying to guess the minute when the first goal is scored, they've got to try to guess the minute when the floodlights fail. There we have it. Anyway, 1 up. Fred and Jim, round 1 to them. Well done. No, it's not a fake. It's not a fake, honestly. Well, round 2, and I'll show you 4 pictures, and then you've got to use your skill, judgment, and pure luck to decide which one is the odd one out, and then tell me why. So, Tony, you're up first. Here we are. There we are. Gilles Rousset, Cinderella, Wayne Bobbitt, and Adolf Hitler. That was
yeah.
Bobbitt's not looking too healthy, is he?
Is this a testicular question?
That's quite
We're
difficult.
talking
that,
about
isn't it?
men's gonads here, is it?
You're talking about your Baz. That's right.
Because Adolf only had one.
One more than Cinderella, wasn't it?
And well, Cinderella was invited to one.
That's right.
Now, as far as I know, Wayne Bobbitt held on to his. He was half cut at a time.
He said it deep fried as well.
I'm going to go for big Gilles Rousset because I think it's his turn to get humped this week anyway. I'll go for Rousset. I'll go for
It's not a
Rousset.
bad answer, Tony. It is Cinderella. All the others lost something between their legs.
Oh, well.
And Cinderella did get to the ball. There we have it. Fred, for you, name the odd one out here and why. There we are. The Cricklewood Bar, the Steps Bar, Buzzy Wares, and Ibrox Stadium.
Is it Ibrox because it's the only one that's having its corners filled in, and you've got a fair chance of getting filled in the corners of any of the other 3?
That's a good answer.
Can I have an interruption?
Yeah?
Can I try, if Fred's finished?
Yes?
Is it because there's your bar, so when you go in there and you get a red nose, you go into Ibrox, you get a blue nose? Whereas in this panel, you've got a brown nose sucking up the hand. Getting
You're right. I tell you what, I like that, and I'm going to give you that. It is Ibrox Stadium, only because you won't find any Rangers players there in the afternoon. But, Tony, I'm going to give you that. Fred, I think that's fair. Good answer from him. Well done. Tony Higgins, name the odd one out and why. There they are. Fergie, 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 and Fergie. The odd one out and why.
The one with the earrings, she's the only real Duchess.
but Fergie scored with a Rangers. Duncan Ferguson scored with a Rangers. Ian Ferguson scored with a Rangers. Whereas the Duchess of York scored with her financial arrangers.
I'll give you that. That's no doubt about it. That was good going. It is Fergie, the Duchess of York, known in other parlance as Ginger Bush. It is Fergie. Oh, Mum, I hope you're not watching tonight. All the others work for a living. That was it. Jim Leishman, on we go. Which is the odd one out and why? This is taking an age. Eric Bo Moira Anderson, Duncan Moira Shearer, Pierre Van Moira Hoydonk, Darren Moira Jackson. Which of these players is really nicknamed Moira by his teammates and why?
Well,
Bo Moira Anderson's a bit obvious to me, but when I was at Inverness, Jim, right,
You can.
I knew a Moira. It was a sheep called Moira. Right? And she said to me, in the Highland dialect, that she knew a shearer from Aberdeen. So I'm going for Duncan.
All right. You want to come in, Tony?
I know this one. I know this one. I'm going to win this time.
Okay.
It's Big Pierre. He was called Moira because he got red boots, and Charlie Nicholas christened him after Moira Shearer in the red shoes.
You're bang on. Tony Roper. Well, no doubt about that one. They've drawn level, the two Tonys. 1-1. Well done. Let's move on to this round. Whose sound is it anyway? A famous voice, electronically tampered with, and that's not easy. All you've got to do is tell us who it is. So the two Tonys, who is this mystery voice?
I mean, I think a football manager has to accept that every Saturday, even the cameras are not on you in the dugout on Saturday, but when things are even going wrong in a league game, the hands are over the head, you worry about everything. But when you're the national manager, I mean, I've often said to people, well, what would you have thought if they'd beamed it over and I'd been sitting back smoking a big cigar and laughing? I mean, they would have just, I mean, you take it, it's your life. I mean,
That is not easy, is it? Who do you think it is?
I don't know.
Mystery
2020.
Hold on, Fred.
Straight in.
Ali's Tartan Army.
It is indeed Ali MacLeod. You've done extremely well. Okay, Fred and Jim, who is this mystery commentator? Who was that mystery commentator?
It was a simply wonderful goal by
Gordon
Strachen. But I don't know, it's like Neddy Seagoon out the goons.
You want to come in?
Your predecessor, Arthur Montford.
A good try. It was, in fact, Richard Park. That round again goes to the two Tonys. You're 2-1 up. Well done.
Yeah.
OK, time now for the break. You'll get the pies, we'll get the macaroon bars, and we'll see you in 2 minutes. And remember, anything can happen in the second half. Just cast Jim Jeffries. Welcome back. This is round 4. This is the win, lose or draw round, where our captains display not just their imagination, but their drawing skills as well. Tony, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to design a Kansas City whiz strip for Maurice Johnston. Maurice Johnston.
Well, you see, that's it. They picked Morris because they just want abuse stuff, don't
That's
they?
right, I know.
Well, I think it's enough abuse, so we're not going to have any of that. Guy's entitled to a fair shake of the whip.
Maurice Johnston, there he is.
Right.
Tony's got more than one face.
I know. We'll put one on this side for the brass neck to get through, right? And of course, Morris is a very loyal player, so we'll put in his other strips here. So we'll put the Celtic motif here, and we'll put the Rangers one over here. R, F, C.
We can call it Mojo on his technicolor.
And we'll
Turncoat
put
strip.
Not bad.
Put a heart strip there, and we've got a Falkirk one here. That's the motifs. Got a Falkirk one here, which is like that. And that's And we'll put that there. Put one across there. Right. That's the Watford gap. I would have put a Thistle one on, but Thistle have gone down, so I'll not do that.
It might sting him
Well, I'll
there.
tell you what, we'll get a wee purse here. I think this is stuck off, is it?
Not sure.
Put a wee purse here.
Yeah.
That's to have his 27 pieces of silver. Should have been 30, but of course Wild Bill had to get his 10%. And a pair of special boots that allows you to kick with either foot. That's me.
Not at all bad, Tony Roper. Well done. Well, Fred, your turn to pick up the pens, and your challenge, should you choose to accept it, is to design the new away sleeveless cardigan for Walter Smith.
I'll need some help here, Jim.
Oh. Sleeveless cardigan for Watty.
Right. It'll be blue then. And,
Very nice.
not bad. And like that.
You need a bit for the medals.
Bit for the medals. He actually wanted a cardigan, but it was knitted by Mrs. Bobbitt. So the sleeves came off. And, of course, it's WS for Walter Smith.
A pocket for a 40, David
Just as well he's not called Arthur Robert Smith Eccleston, isn't it?
So you need a pocket
Think
for
about it. Pockets. In there.
40, David Dodds 40.
Actually, I've made that a wee bit too low because you can actually see his chain there. And
It's crucifix.
all right, okay.
Run out of time for this round.
Drinks in here. I don't know if you can see. That's just a wee bottle there, but we'll make it two because it's a double.
On his shorts, he gets my son a keeper on his shorts.
I've no idea what one looks like. Jim, will you help me out?
What about the buttons? Do we have
Buttons? Why not? Well, obviously, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you tell how many it is yet? 6, 7. There's 8 of them fastened, and there's room for one more. All in a row there.
And what's in the other pocket, Fred? Anything in the other pocket?
You can put...
That, well, actually, I should draw like that, because there's big rings under his armpits, because he bought deodorant off Trevor Stephen, and it's not working right.
Not a bad effort, but I must say, Maurice Johnson, I think, took the biscuit with the old Kansas City whiz strip, so it's 3-1 now.
Oh, no!
On to round 5. Well, if a picture paints 1,000 words, then let's have a few to describe what's going on in this selection. First up, it's Tony Roper, and I wonder what's going on in Tommy Boyd's mind here. What do you think, Tony?
He's just heard about John Collins' new £3 million deal. Or he's...
Well, I get back that tenner he owes me.
Not bad, actually, Tony. The answer is that Boyd had just heard Alan Stubbs described as a cross between Terry Butcher and Alan Hansen, and he's worried that this means he owns a hotel and he talks bollocks. Okay. Fred, Macaulay, can you think of anyone who might find these useful?
Thank you. I think it's the man that's been mentioned a few times tonight. Is it Gilles Roussi after being presented with the match ball on Saturday?
It is actually Jim Leighton's new goalie gloves for the match against the old Enema. Tony Higgins, greater love hath no man than to turn up and watch his team every week, especially when that team are Hibs. What is going on here?
It's the new safe sex message from the Scottish office.
Not bad, actually, Tony.
Could be the Hare Krishna executive box at Brockville.
No, it's not a football match at all. They're in fact attending a speech by Roy Hattersley. OK, Big Jim. They say it's all about the fans, but what is this fan all about here?
He's practicing. He's getting the choir going, hello, hello, we are the Sally boys.
His scarf says remember, but you can't see the end of the message. It says remember you're a womble.
Or he's saying, well, no, actually, I'm a law student, and someday I hope to be a top QC.
The one with the hat saying, you thought no one would recognise you, but Fergus McCann, this is your life.
All very good answers. So I can tell you what you are actually seeing is the secretary of the Doonray Loyal Rangers Supporters Club. Not bad. I reckon Fred McCauley's back into it. 3-2.
Yeah.
Well done. Now, Tony, can you win it? Into the final round, I ask 6 questions. You hit the high-tech buzzer when you think you know the answer. OK, starting now. Question 1. Who did Aberdeen recently sign from some Cypriot mob? Roper.
Kyriakov.
Correctamundo. Well done. Question 2. Who recently made a public apology for calling Rangers fans scum? Fred McCauley.
Rangers fans are scum. Me, sorry.
Tony, who was it? Mr. Hurry now. Jim?
Irvin Welsh.
Correct. Well, the divine ponytail isn't in it. The white feather is. What am I talking about?
Natalie Rob's arse.
Natalie Rob's arse gets another mention. It's the Italy squad for Euro 96. Question 4. John Lambie signed up for a new job last week. What is it? Jim Leishman?
The technical director of Armadale Juniors.
Well done, Armadale Thistle.
Director of football.
Well, football consultant. It wasn't far off it.
Football consultant.
2 more to go. Question 5. Who are the only father and son to score in a Scottish Cup final? Leishman.
Cons.
Correct. Alfie Con Senior for Hearts, Con Junior for Rangers. Question 6. Crap Dangers is an anagram of what SFA headquarters in Glasgow? Correct. Go.
Park Gardens.
Correct. I'm serious. Park Gardens. Well done. I'm going to give that round to Fred and Jim. So, what is the final score?
And the final score here is Macaulay 3, Roper 3.
3 each. A sensational result, ladies and gentlemen. OK, well, just time for a quick look at tomorrow's sports pages. There we have it. Euro Scunner. Stuart McKimmie will be fit for Euro 96. There we are. Swoop sensation. John Collins is £3 million man off to Monaco. Does this move signify a new attitude of self-commercial fulfilment permeating the game? Or is he just a greedy bastard? And shock news. Thank God he's in America tonight. Shock news. The Scotland squad's flight is delayed for 5 hours. Air traffic control, we're waiting for Frank McAvenny to land. This is a game of 2 halves, where remember, it's not the winning, it's the taking apart that counts. Good night.